sir.
Okay, it's 6:30. We're going to go ahead and call the December 1st work session to order. First up is our nominating committee, Chair Stephen Redd.
Not this time, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Next up, Municipal Service Committee, Chair Eddie Long. You're welcome.
There's 6 items on here, guys, and they are all interweaving and mean basically they all have the same reasoning behind them. First thing I would like to do, I know that everybody has read through them and everything, and there's probably some things in there that you don't like. There's probably maybe 1 or 2 things in there that you like. I would like for Ben to come up, if he don't mind. Laura, if you would give him just a second and let him do the background on this and why we are having to do this. This is not anything that any of us would like to go through, but unfortunately we've got to do it. So Ben, would you mind, please?
Absolutely, yes, sir. So these are, just like Ed said, these are some code changes. There are on different topics. The majority of what you've seen and probably what you've read has to deal with the ADUs that we've spoken about several times since the spring. There's an accessory dwelling units. That's the act that was passed by the state legislature, basically mandating that we pass these code changes. In fact, there's something in the act which states that even if you don't pass them, they're still going to be binding upon you. This is something that is very kind of heavy-handed, driven by the state on this thing. This is a policy from the top down they're kind of imposing on all cities. There were a handful that did it before, and now it's everybody. These will go into effect, like I said, honestly, passed or not. These will go into effect in January and be in effect on us. These are, like I said, passed by the state. I know you guys know that. This is more for people who may be listening and kind of getting into what this is that may have missed some meetings in the past. These are changes that are being pressed by the state. There were a couple of good questions when we put this through planning a week ago. These regulations do not trump HOAs. They don't trump bills of assurances, things of that nature. Obviously, the city doesn't enforce those, but individual neighborhoods can. But these are something for the city at large that will be in place because of state action. I'm happy to kind of discuss any details. I know Laura's gonna go through them one by one, but if there's kind of any questions, kind of top down, 30,000-foot level questions, I'm happy to answer.
I've got one clarification question, Ben.
Yes.
As I understood it, as I was going back and reading through the statute and everything that's on this stuff, I didn't like very much of it at all, period, to be real honest with you, but it's my understanding that our planning department is going to be bound by this, period, end of conversation, whether we do it or not. And when does that kick in? That is January or February, isn't it?
That kicks in January 1st. Yes, sir. That is correct. The Planning Commission is bound. Like I said, that is not something you see very often in acts, where there's basically a line that says if you don't pass this, you're bound by it anyway. But that is in this act, and yes, that is a lot of the language that you will see in here tonight is language. Laura will tell you language that comes straight from the act. The definitions come straight from the act. This is language that is being imposed by Little Rock. The requirements that you cannot do, that it is quote unquote by right. So you can't have a discretionary hearing. You can't have a public hearing where the public gets to comment. All that is that's not us. That is not you. That's not the Planning Commission. That is imposed by Little Rock. But yes, that is as of January 1st.
The feeling that I got from it as I was reading through the act and then looking at this and everything like that, this is basically right now tonight just ministerial for us. We don't have any choice.
Yes, the majority of what you see tonight, at least in terms of the ADUs, there's some other stuff too, but in terms of the ADUs, this is going to become law. Mm-hmm. And there's the remedy that we have is if you feel complaints about it, if you hear different things, input from members of the community, forward those on to our state level representatives. because they're the ones that can affect change.
And that's what I want to do tonight, if the council would like to do that, as I do on stuff like this quite often. I'm not going to hold the discussion to the committee level. I think this is vitally important that the whole council be involved in this. I would like to do this tonight and let everybody ask and get their questions answered, because we're the ones that's going to get the phone calls. And we can answer them the best we can, but our full answer to the thing is, hey, you need to call the state rep or you need to call the state senator, because this is basically out of our hands. I mean, that's the kind of way that I looked at it. Has anybody got any questions for Ben on it? Man, I wish we was going a different direction with this, but we're not.
Mine's not a question, mine's more of a statement. I was there at the municipal league meeting when this whole conversation came up. For one portion of the state to drive this and force everyone in the state to adhere to it is just stupid, in my personal opinion. So why those in this, and I won't point in any direction, but those in that part of the state want to do this, go for it. But why force everyone else? And they lobbied the Congress to do this. So we have to do it.
That was unfortunately a theme of the last legislative session, is there were a number of very small community-specific items in front of the legislature, and instead of crafting small, specific outcomes, they came with a sledgehammer and said, nope, everybody's doing this. So that was unfortunately a theme of this last session.
And I'm not a prophet nor a son of a prophet, and everybody that knows me knows that, but we've not seen the last of it.
I agree.
We've not seen the last of it. There's going to be other things. I mean, they started out with something rather innocuous, which was the sewer, and then they went to the water, and those were designed to specifically take care of 2 or 3 troubled people over the state, but everybody now has got to do it. Is it good or bad? I don't know. That's yet remains to be seen. Well, they got through it with that, and now then they have gone into property rights and gone into some other things. This is pretty significant. If you just stop and look at it, this is pretty significant on what we have always had the ability to do. We no longer have it.
If you know the story behind the planning jurisdiction situation, it's the same story. There was one developer in one neighborhood in the northwest part of the state that had one issue. And instead of crafting a very small, narrow response, all of a sudden it's gone for everybody.
Gone forever.
The planning jurisdiction or this? I mean, it's just
I think they're equal.
ridiculous.
Okay, Ben, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Anybody got any questions for Ben before he sits down? And he's not very far from us. If you have any questions that come up in the discussion, anybody at all? I want everybody to make sure they understand it as well as possible and have vetted everything that we can possibly do here during this. Anybody got any questions for Ben? All right, Ben, thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much. I appreciate that. Laura, why don't you come up, and why don't you, it's going to take a little longer to do it, but I think it's important. Why don't we go 1 through 6, and let's just talk about them. Tell us what the changes are.
You want to talk about each one
I
and
would
then go
like
back
to
and
talk
vote?
about each one of them individually. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I really would.
Okay.
Not that it's going to do a lot of good, but I'd still like to talk about them.
Okay, so the first one is section 4.8.3. It is the procedure and authority. This is related to Act 591 on third-party reviews and inspections. This only relates to items that are submitted to Planning Commission. So as you can see in the proposed code, it strikes out everything in red, adds the word all in front of site plans so that all site plans submitted go to Planning Commission. The way that we have our calendar set up for Planning Commission, going to Planning Commission is a speedier process than the way that the legislative have drawn out their review process. In essence, it could take a longer process if we went with that statute or that language that they have or their time frame than what we currently have in place. So this regulation would have everybody submit their site plans to the Planning Commission and be approved or denied or contingent approval within 30 days or 45 days, depending on when you fall on the timeline. So that's the first one. The second one,
Hang on.
go ahead.
Any questions on that? I've got one.
Okay.
Estimated how much time is this going to add to the normal business that you see coming through?
This is not adding any time.
None?
This is staying, you submit on the planning commission deadline, and you will be on the agenda for
The way
that
you've
meeting.
got, the way y'all are working it?
Yes, the way that
Okay.
we have the calendar already set, this is a speedier process than what they actually had a guideline for.
Our process is
Our-
speedier
our
than what their
process is
guidelines
actually
call
speedier.
for.
Yes,
Okay, so we are exceeding the guidelines on that already.
by far.
Okay. All right. Anybody got any questions, Laura, on that one? Okay, Laura, number 2, please.
So the second one is section 5.4.6, platted building lines and buffers. So this section was actually citizen-driven as well as some staff-driven. As you can see in the red line markups for the revisions, currently, we do not enforce for commercial development subdivisions that are up against residential property to have a opaque privacy fence. So this regulation would require commercial developments as well as multifamily developments that abut R1 single-family residential property to be required to install a fence along the property line to separate the commercial from the residential. So that is strictly what this one is adding language for. Any
Anybody got
questions on that one?
questions? Okay, number 3, please.
Okay, this is the infamous ADUs. This is related to Act 331. Again, as Ben said earlier, this is verbatim from the act that the legislators have given. I am very limited, I say we as a city are very limited on how we can regulate this. So I took verbatim what the act said. So the definition is exactly what they defined it as. This takes away, in essence, our single-family zoning and allows it to be multifamily. Do you have any questions on that?
Let that soak in just a minute.
I have a couple of questions.
You've got the floor.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome.
So in the area of zoning standards, where it talks in sub-paragraph lot coverage, I'm going to ask a question, but I know what the answer is.
Okay.
According to this, if the existing building is at the maximum coverage, an ADU will not be granted. Can you guarantee me that there won't be any variances on that?
I cannot.
Okay, like I said, I knew the answer to that, but,
But a resident has a legal right to ask for, go
However,
before the
comma.
planning commission and ask for a variance, but
well, for their maximum coverage,
for their maximum coverage. So in
But if-
essence, a single-family R1 district
Yeah.
can have 30% lot coverage. So if they already meet that 30% and they want to have
Mm-hmm.
an ADU, they can go multi-story, but
Yeah.
that would have to be attached to their,
you can have it outside the home, you can have it inside the home, you can have it on top of the home. That's where it brings me to my second.
Or a treehouse.
Or a treehouse, yeah, yeah. My other problem with this is on paragraph G, provisions not regulated or required. Holy cow. This opens the floodgates. It's the wild, wild west. I'm not against having, allowing people to do what they would like to with their property. But this, there are no holds barred, and this is going to be nothing against people that rent, but the rental population is going to go through the roof with these.
I'm
Don't want to be a
messenger.
doomsdayer, but folks, get ready.
Hey, are you using your microphone?
Mhm.
Me?
I just got, somebody couldn't hear you.
It's on.
Okay,
I'll get closer next.
there you go.
Okay. I'm just the messenger.
Anybody got any questions on that one for Laura or for Ben? All right, Laura, next one, please.
Okay, so the next one is section 4.6, table of permitted uses. So the reason that this one is being updated is literally due to the previous ones. So with the table of permitted uses, I had to add a use of the ADU as well as put it in the chart that shows where by right it is allowed to go. Maybe to ease a little bit of some anxiety that I know that I've had people ask about is you still cannot have an ADU on a lot that does not have a single-family structure currently already there. So you can't have a empty lot in a subdivision and go just build an ADU. So this is has to be an addition to the single-family structure that is already in existence. Any questions on that?
Next one.
Okay, so the last UDC code change is section 6.1.2 definitions. Two of these definitions are related to Act 60 for childcare facilities. This is an act that's actually been in place that was only brought to my attention here recently, to where childcare centers and home daycare centers have to be split with their separate definitions. I've taken the two definitions, I've revised the child care center one and added the home daycare center one. And again, just like previously, these definitions are straight from the act that they have provided. And then I've added into the definitions the accessory dwelling unit. Any questions on those definitions?
Last one.
Okay, so the last one actually is a rezone versus any code changes. So this is a rezone that is actually, it's not at the corner of Bradley and South Pine Street, but it does have frontage along South Pine Street and on Bradley Drive. It's a rezone of, I believe, just over 5 acres in size, and they're asking to go from R1 to C2.
Any questions, comments, or concerns on that one?
And planning commission voted it how? 7-0?
Yes, sir.
I just have a curiosity question on this. This property, I thought it was up for rezone previously
So the
for
piece of property that
C3.
abuts it on the corner was actually already rezoned.
Right.
This is property that actually kind of surrounds that existing rezone.
Okay, my bad. Thank
Yes,
you.
it's like a one lot off of Bradley and then quite a bit of acreage off of South Pine Street.
Okay.
I do have a question. Does the depth of this tract meet what was written in the Pine Street Business Corridor?
It actually exceeds it a little bit.
Because it was at 300 feet?
It was a 300-foot frontage.
And
This
this
one
is at
actually exceeds it, I think, like 125 feet. It goes a little bit further than the actual Pine Street corridor plan did.
555 feet.
Yeah.
So will it have to have a variance?
No, no. A rezone doesn't need to have a variance. That's just a corridor plan that we have. We can go beyond that corridor plan that we have.
We set up a provision for that at major nodes to 800 feet.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
We made a provision for deeper depth at major nodes where we had signalization.
So I've actually had discussion. I don't know how they're going to develop this property. This is just raw land that they're wanting to rezone. I would love for them to have straight access onto South Pine Street at that intersection where there already is a red light.
Yeah, it's right there at Panther Trail.
Yeah, it's
so I
right
think
there at
that's
Panther
why
Trail.
They're hoping.
Okay.
Yep.
If it's got a light there, then I don't see a problem with it at all.
I mean, until we see some kind of site plan, I have no idea what kind of access they would want or anything like that.
Is it,
Okay.
sorry, is it the same property owner that has that corner
No.
property? Different?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Any other questions on that one? Laura, thank you. The way I would like to handle the vote on this is I'd like items 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 handled as a book of business, so to speak. I'd like to leave the rezone out of it because rezones are a little bit, need to be handled a little bit differently. So I need a motion to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to the full council, please.
I'll make that motion.
I need a second. I have a motion and second. Tammy, please.
Long,
Yes.
Weber,
No.
Reed,
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
All righty, the next item is the rezone. I need a motion to move it to the council.
Make a motion, move to full council.
Thank you, Stephen. I need a
Second.
second. I need a second.
Second.
Brandon gave you one.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Yes, sir.
Okay. From whom? I
Brandon.
did not hear it. Okay. Okay. We have a motion and a second. Tammy, please.
Long,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Okay. That concludes mine. Unless we want to go ahead and vote, no, never mind. That concludes mine. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Tonight, we've got Mike Wheeler. He's going to come up and give us a presentation on the animal services bond.
Can't see everybody. Sorry about that. No, we're good.
Yeah.
Right there. All right. Ladies, gentlemen, City Council, Mayor, appreciate it. I did drop all of y'all off a copy of the financials here on the budget. Give you a quick overview on that and then answer any questions anybody may have. As you're aware, the citizens voted for a $3.9 million bond for the Cabot Animal Sports Services to build new facilities and for infrastructure, everything we needed for animal services. We've been through a few renditions of that. First one was, we'll call it CAST 1.0. You're sitting in it. This is where we originally were going to start. We did have quite a bit of cost involved with that. Architect engineering fees, equipment rentals for demolition of the interior of the building with our construction crew, things of that nature. As we are well aware, the final budget came in much higher than our bond. Therefore, we weren't allowed to build this. We didn't have the funds, so City Council agreed to provide bond funds for the Justice Center and the Police Department. So therefore, we moved. We shifted then to CAS 2.0, which was on the corner of Kerr and Adam, over there on the old triangle back there. We did a lot of work on that, a lot of architecture engineering, but we also did a lot of dirt work over there. We did a lot of pad work. We were all up and ready to get moving when the Lyon College opportunity came along. So we stopped there. We pivoted again. So you see a lot of construction trades there, construction and architecture engineering there. That's for the dirt work, sewer infrastructure, things of that nature. So we pivoted again, and that is now the new police fire and training grounds. Nice building over there. If you haven't seen them repel, you should go watch. See the fire, live in the smoke. It's good times. So then we also, in this, we have the program office, which is right over here at the old Sears building. That's where we run all of our programs out of. all of our food programs, our volunteer programs, our marketing and fundraising. We have 23 community programs running out of there. So once again, our construction crew did most of the work. We demoed the inside. We had the building completely rewired with new electrical boxes. One of the boxes caught fire back there. So we had to update all the electrical, heat and AC, removing floors, building, things of that nature. So that's where you'll see some of the fees in there. And then back in Resolution 2 of 2025, we bought 3 vehicles with permission of the council here. Those were vehicles that were much needed. 2 vans that we needed for animal services, one for the officers and one for our programming and a new truck. Vans we've ordered twice in the past, 2 years prior, and Ford canceled the orders because of COVID and they can get more money, things of that nature. So there's that. And now we're on CAS 3.0, which we've spent no money on that. That's the common ground down by 4 Mile Creek with Lyon College. We did have a pre-con meeting, just so everybody's aware, with pre-con meeting today. Dozers will start rolling December 15th. Well, weather permitting. Yeah. Any questions? I know it was short, it was brief.
And council, we have put back 800 and, correct me if I'm wrong, Tammy, you may remember, $879,000, I think. from
Around
the,
that.
um, the land proceeds to put back in the general fund for Mike's CAS projects. It puts him in a total of $4 million, what we had originally got. And then we're going to use, with your approval, of course, $2.9 million on all the furniture and equipment in the new Lyon College CAS building.
Correct.
And then the other will be startup costs for veterinarians and other things that we have to hire that we're going to get fees from to get him going in 27. So we have that allocated on the financials.
Yeah, with the
to do
sale of the
so.
land and that
So-
allocation the mayor's talking about, that will put us the bond back whole again. Any questions, folks?
Mike,
Yes, sir.
when is the projected completion?
April 27th of 2027. It's
Awesome.
it's a 14-month build, but they put a couple months extra in there for the winter months weather. You know, we were hoping to get everything in and get all this done so they could put infrastructure in prior to the rain, but as you can see, it is here, it's upon us, so it'll all depend on God's will at this point. But it is a 14-month build. Max completion date, April 27th of 27.
And it's coming off the new road across the bridge and
That's correct. That's correct. It'll come over, the address is 1972, what is that road, Mayor?
No, it's 1870.
No, we're 1972. 1872 is the college. Tartan Boulevard.
Okay.
Yeah, for the CAS is 1972 Tartan Boulevard.
I thought we were 1873.
No, sir, 1972. They're 1872, so
We tried to do
we're
it
100.
when we were founded, 1873.
Yeah, they
We
were
were messing
18,
with those numbers.
yeah, they were 1872, and since we're on the same side of the road,
Okay,
we can't have
Gotcha.
the same,
gotcha.
can't be odd and even on the same side. But we're happy. It's moving. We had a pre-con meeting today. Life's good.
when is the bridge supposed to be done? I know.
The judge told me August of 26. Yep, that's what he told me.
And the power lines, that all questions got fixed?
All of it got fixed. They're doing a different reroute and it's not costing, there's costing money. I just don't remember how much, but it's a whole lot less than they originally proposed. So all that's been done. Yep. It's all been agreed upon, and do you know the date they're gonna do the pillars? Do you know, did you
Don't
all
know
talk
that
about
yet.
that
I know
today?
they were still working out dates with Entergy.
Okay.
Any other questions for Mike? Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Thank you, folks. Y'all have a good evening.
Mr. Mayor, the only other thing I have is, I want to tell everybody that we have a budget committee meeting on December 15th, right before the scheduled council meeting.
Yeah. So it'll be considered a special meeting.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Next up, Police and Fire Committee Chair Stephen Redd.
Not this time, sir.
Thank you, sir. Community Development Committee Chair Maggie Cope. Okay. Military Affairs Committee Chair Matt Weber.
Nothing at this time, thank you.
Thank you, sir. General Community Input. Anybody like to approach council and give input? Seeing none, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion adjourned.
I got a motion from Stephen. A second from Kyle Pickard. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Adjourned at 7 o'clock. Anyone need a break? Y'all good? Everybody good? Okay. We'll move on to this Cabot City Council meeting.
Hold on, I was still trying to make my decision if I was gonna leave her the money or not. Just kidding.
No, go ahead.
Okay, it's 7:01. I'd like to call the City Council December 1st meeting to order. If you'd stand with me, opening prayer will be by Brandon Hillenberg, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance by Kyle Pickard.
Lord, we thank you for bringing us here safely tonight. Give us the wisdom as we make decisions for our city and help us always honor you with our words and our actions. Forgive me when I fail to do that. We thank you for your Son and the gift of salvation. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen. You may be seated. Roll call, please, Tammy.
Long,
Here.
Spangler,
Here.
Red,
Here.
Hillenberg,
Here.
Coe,
Here.
Reed,
Here.
Weber,
Here.
Pickard.
Here. All present, 0 absent. Approval of the minutes, November 3rd, 2025. Can I get a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve the minutes from November 3rd, 2025.
Second.
I have a motion from Stephen, a second by Brandon, to approve the November 3rd, 2025 minutes. Any corrections, additions? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please. Tammy?
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Abstain. I was done for that.
He abstained. He wasn't here.
Red,
Yes.
Yes.
Hillenberg, Coe,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard.
Yes. Passes 7-0-1. Next up is read ordinances and resolutions by title only.
Make a motion to read ordinances and resolutions by title only.
Got a motion from Matt,
Second.
second from Stephen. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please. Tammy?
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard.
Yes. Passes 8-0. City Council old business, I have none. Anyone have any? Nope. City Council confirmed new business, I don't have any at this time. Anyone like to make a motion?
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion that we move items A through F to full council, please.
Okay, I got a motion by Brandon to move items A through F to full council,
Second.
second by Stephen. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please. Tammy?
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard.
Yes. Passes 8-0. Next item is item A, ordinance number 33 of 2025.
Number
Please.
33 of 2025, an ordinance to amend Article 4, annotated 4.8.3 of the Unified Development Code to declare an emergency and for other purposes. First reading.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we suspend the second and third reading of ordinance number 33 of 2025, please.
I got a motion from Ed to suspend the second and third reading of ordinance number 33 of 2025. Do I have a second?
Second.
Got a second from Matt.
Sorry.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Red,
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Passes 8-0.
Make a motion that we adopt 33 of 2025, please.
Second.
Got a motion by Ed, a second by James to adopt ordinance number 33 of 2025. Any discussion? Anybody in the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Red,
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Passes 8-0.
Mayor, we don't need the emergency clause on it. It'll come on its own. By the time they come back from New Year's, it'll be in.
No, I believe that's correct. Today is the first. They need
Okay.
to, if passed tonight, it would be in effect within 30 days. So I believe that is correct.
Okay, I'm good. Yeah, I just want to make sure it's being, because he wrote declare an emergency on here, so
Yeah,
just want to
yeah.
make sure.
He gets overzealous sometimes.
Yeah, he was thinking through it. Next up, Tammy, item B, ordinance number 34 of 2025.
Number 34 of 2025, an ordinance to amend Article 5, annotated 5.4.6 of the Unified Development Code to declare an emergency and for other purposes. First reading.
A motion that we adopt, waive the second and third reading on ordinance number 34 of 2025.
I got a motion from James, a second by Matt, to waive the second and third readings of ordinance number 34 of 2025. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red.
Yes.
Passes 8-0.
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance number 34 of 2025.
I got a motion by James, second by Stephen, to adopt ordinance number 34 of 2025. Any discussion by council? Anybody in the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe, Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red.
Passes 8-0. Next item, item C, Tammy, ordinance number 35 of 2025, please.
Number 35 of 2025, an ordinance to amend Article 4, annotated 4.17 of the Unified Development Code to declare an emergency and for other purposes. First reading.
Mayor, I make a motion that we suspend the second and third reading of 3525, please.
Second.
Got a motion by Ed, a second by James, to suspend the second and third readings of ordinance number 35 of 2025. Any discussion? See none, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Coe,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red,
Yes.
Hillenberg.
Yes.
Passes 8-0.
Motion to adopt ordinance number 35, 2025.
Second.
Got a motion by James, a second by Stephen, to adopt ordinance number 35 of 2025. Any discussion? Any from the audience? See none, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Coe,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Emphatic no.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
No.
Red,
Yes.
Hillenberg.
Yes.
Passes 6-2-0. Next up, ordinance number 36 of 2025, please, Tammy.
Number 36 of 2025, an ordinance to amend Article 4, annotated 4.6 of the Unified Development Code to declare an emergency and for other purposes. First reading.
Make a motion, we suspend the second, and third of 3625, sir.
Second.
Got a motion by Ed, a second by Matt, to suspend the second and third reading of ordinance number 36 of 2025. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red. Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe.
Yes.
Passes 8-0.
Make a motion, we adopt 36 of 25.
Second.
Got a motion by Ed, a second by James, to adopt ordinance number 36 of 2025. Any discussion? Any by the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Reed,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red. Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe.
Yes.
Passes 8-0. Item E, ordinance number 37 of 2025, please, Tammy.
Number 37 of 2025, an ordinance to amend Article 6, annotated 6.1.2 of the Unified Development Code to declare an emergency and for other purposes. First reading.
Make a motion, we waive second and third.
Second.
Got a motion by James, second by Brandon, to waive the second and third reading of ordinance number 37 of 2025. Was it Brandon? Any discussion? Stephen was looking at me like it wasn't you. Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Weber,
Yes.
Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red.
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe. Reed.
Yes.
Passes 8-0.
Motion to adopt number 37 of 2025.
Second.
Got a motion by James, second by Brandon, to adopt ordinance number 37 of 2025. Any discussion? Any by the audience? Seeing none, all in favor, roll call vote, please, Tammy.
Weber. Yes. Pickard,
Yes.
Long,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Red.
Yes.
Hillenberg,
Yes.
Coe.
Yes.
Reed.
Yes.
Passes 8-0. Item F, ordinance number 38 of 2025. Please, Tammy.
Number 38 of 2025, an ordinance to rezone Lot 22 of the Country Club subdivision and part of the W1 half of the SE 1/4, Section 30, T4N R9W, City of Cabot, from R-1 Single Family Residential to C-2 General Commercial District, amending the land use plan and for other purposes. First reading.
Okay. No further action. Any other new business, council? Seeing none, community input. Anybody have anything, council?
Mayor, I do. Just to do a checks and balances, on that brewery, they had to spend like $600-something thousand, correct?
I sent you a report,
I got it.
but I can't remember the numbers.
So the number was $600-something thousand. I recollect, but I'm getting older,
Okay,
that it had to be in a certain time frame, and I thought it was 6 months, but I couldn't find it in there either. So my question is,
okay.
have we got a report on what's being spent? I know their rendering is not what it's gonna turn out to be, because
Okay.
we're painting some garage doors. And the whole
Okay.
reason we did this was to make, that a better place, which I'm not saying inside, I haven't been in the inside, see what it looks
Sure,
like, but
sure,
the garage doors don't really fill up my Pepsi, if you know what I mean, so.
sure, I get you.
I don't know, I didn't know if we get a report of what they spent, how that's going. I know I get a lot of complaints on the alleyway being continually closed. And I think Laura just blocked my call now because she's tired of me calling her, but she gives me. about
She's
every
saying
report.
no. She's saying no. Ben, do you have anything to add on, any detail that you've received, or the 6 months? I don't remember a time period I think they said they'd be ready in 6 months, but I can't remember without reading it in front of me. Do you recall anything?
I don't recall anything about time periods. I believe, I'm going off of memory here. I believe in the lease, there are provisions that allow the city to request basically updates or further reports or whatever. So if we would like to do that, the mayor is empowered under the lease to basically like request, like, tell us what you spent so far, where you at, what's going on.
I know they were having problems with energy and contacted me before Thanksgiving, and I reached out to my partners in energy, and they're gonna help them get their power reconnected, because there was all that digging and stuff that went on, with Summit Utilities and other people in the area, to try to get them back up and running this week. But I'll get with them and tell them that I need to send council an update on where they are, maybe get some pictures for you, and, maybe an opening date. I'll be happy to.
I was just making sure that our return on investment is good and, obviously, they fixed the alley, correct?
Sure, of course. And then we were gonna come to council about making that, part of the alley, make sure it's ADA compliant and, overlay in that area. I think, Brian Burrows has already talked to one of the people over there that own one of the buildings and about some other work in the other parking lots. So, anyway, but I'll get with them and send you an email.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other items?
Just a quick FYI
Sure.
update. The wheels are rolling in motion for the next hazardous waste collection event. We've got it tentatively scheduled for March the 23rd, Saturday.
23rd.
And thus far, I've gotten agreements from all of our partners to conduct that event, with the exception of 2, but I don't see why they won't. But just so you know, we'll having another roundup for hazardous waste,
March
March 23rd.
3rd. Okay. All right. Well, put me down as helping. Oh, and also, if I think everyone was on that email, Matt, or was it just me and you that Cabot won Volunteer Community of the Year in the state for this event?
I'm not sure. I know Alicia sent it to you and myself,
Yep.
but I'm not sure.
The award will be presented at the AML meeting in January. So a big kudos to, I know most of the council participates in that, and that's a big thing. So it's a good award for Cabot. And the Christmas parade is this Saturday, and our free event up in the parking lot. We usually serve close to 1,000 hot dogs, and we'll have hot chocolate and pictures with Santa for free. And the parade, I think we have over 60 entries, so it should be a nice parade, a nice political parade. Will be some entries, but it should be a good turnout this Saturday. It'll start right at dark, so probably 6 o'clock, I would guess. But I would get there early and get your spot, because there's a lot of people that come out for it. Any other thing to add? Oh, I just got another one. Thank you, Chief Moore. Boot drive Saturday morning. So get out your pennies and your quarters and your cash, right? That's right. What'd you say? Debit cards, checks, yeah, watches, rings, jewelry, yeah. Anything else? Can I get a motion to adjourn? Got a motion from Stephen. Second from Brandon. Okay. All in favor say aye.